I'm live on my Facebook. Hey, you guys, we're going to be going live in, well, we're live now, but I'll be live for real in about 7 minutes. Just trying to make sure all the tech works. And then making sure I can adjust my phone that I can see comments. So if you're on the Zoom platform, I will be able to see your comments in the chat. If you are on the Facebook platform, then I'll have to actually look at my phone, so it'll be a slight delay. And then making sure I can adjust my second. Okay, so I'm live on my phone. I can read your comments on Facebook, but it's going to be a delay. We're going to try not to look down to see these. All right, you guys, I am sharing in the group. I'm sharing on the Facebook page and I'm sharing in Zoom. Keep in mind, I'm only on the live chat on my Facebook page, Sherea Vejan. So I probably won't be able to see your comments unless you're, well, let me see if I can go over there. I might be doing too much. I think though, because it's sharing on this page, if you make any comments, they'll all come to the live page. I'm going to put my screen on. And make sure you let your dad know that I'm live if he comes down. Okay. One more minute. I think I'm live in 4 places. I will most likely edit out the first 10 minutes of this video. I just want to make sure everything worked, make sure that the tech was working, make sure that that you could see my computer. And then I'll probably just take it down and take out this first 10 minutes and re-upload it. So if you missed it, you still be able to watch the replay. You'll just watch it a little differently. All right, and it is 6 o'clock. So welcome to our virtual book launch event with author Sherea Vejan. Today is Sunday, November 27th. And I'm just gonna this is gonna be just a brief look through the journal. And I just wanted to share with you guys what's in the inside of the journal. I'm gonna be doing another event next Sunday at 6:30, going through the actual journal page by page, showing you what's inside, how to use it, some of the inspiration behind some of the pages. Tonight is just like an overview of some of the pages, and then next week we'll go a little bit deeper into that. So welcome, and to those of you who are watching the replay, welcome. Make sure you watch to the end so you can get the discount code. All right, thank you for coming. Getting a jump start on your 2023 by ordering your new goals journal. You can order that at goalsjournal.net. Goalsjournal.net with an S. You can also order them at Amazon. And I believe if you have Amazon Prime I know for the last 2 weeks, they were offering free shipping. So if you are an Amazon Prime member and you order the journals, you can get free shipping. Okay. But of course, when you order from an author or you order from a creative's website, generally we get a bigger profit. But I'm okay with you getting it for free at Amazon with your free shipping. So I am Sherea Vejan, co-founder of the Goal Setters Club. author of the 2023 Goals Journal, coach, trainer, and speaker with the John C. Maxwell team, and doTERRA wellness coach. And here is my beautiful family, my daughter, Jasmine and Kennedy, my husband, Brian, of almost 32 years now, and then my son, Reginald, who lives in Portugal. And I used to have my dog, Pella, but she's not here anymore. She's a part of a new family. So today's agenda, we're going to take a very brief look through the 2023 Goals Journal, Q&A for those of you who are on live. And for those of you who are going to watch the replay, whether tonight or in the morning, you can still leave your questions here, and then I'll be able to just leave them below the video, and I'll be able to answer those as well. And then at the end, I'm going to share some resources and discount codes for you. All the 2023 Goals Journals are here. All pre-orders have been shipped and on their way. I have been getting messages on, not Instagram, I've been getting messages on Messenger. And those of you who know me personally have been texting me, letting me know that you have your journals already. So all of them have been shipped out. If you pre-ordered, you should have yours already, okay? So I wanted to go over the vibe of the journal. You'll see some poetry throughout. You'll see quotes throughout the journal. You'll hear personal stories. I have read and I have so many personal development books. This one is a little different because I do tell personal stories and kind of incorporate my journey along with the reality of goal setting. And which is why a lot of people don't set goals, because it's a lot of work. You know, it's hard work, and it is a workbook. It's a journal. It's a workbook. It's a body of work. We will be balancing out our goals, balancing out our life. A lot of times our lives are one-sided. If you are creative, you're usually always creating, but not taking care of yourself, your self-care. Or if you're in sales, a lot of times you're so focused on selling and not focused on relationships, or focused on your health and fitness, or throwing coffee down your throat, or just, you know, the journal is there to help you balance out your entire life. So we have monthly goal focus. This month we're focused on our travel goals. Next month we're focused on giving, and it's perfect because it's December, it's the end of the month. It's tax time. You know, people are trying to figure out those last tax deductions that you need to have. So it's Christmas. You know, a lot of shelters are giving out turkeys and food and meals to the homeless. So it's the perfect time to get your mind around giving. So it keeps you balanced throughout the year. And then it also has a 7-step method, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Resources. There are so many resources in the back of the journal. A lot of people, and that's with any book. A lot of times you'll get a book and you'll put it on your shelf or put it on your dresser, but there are so many resources. There's so many book recommendations available in the journal. You'll see Sherea Jean's tips on how to successfully achieve your 2023 goals, and it's over 50 tips, and they're really good. So take your time to go through the journal, go through the back of the journal. Also, sample routines. I met a girl I had given a journal to, and she didn't have goals, and she didn't know where to start with her goals. And so this was kind of inspired by her to say, well, let me go ahead and put some sample routines in the back and sample goals in the back, for those of you who are setting your goals for the first time, and you get some ideas. And these are just things that you can start with. And my recommended reading list. Every single book on the reading list I either have or it has been recommended to me, and it's on its way to my library. Let's see, motivational quotes to keep you inspired. These are some original quotes, and then also quotes by other people. Sherea Jean's Purpose playlist. I love this playlist. It's filled with motivational music that helps me stay focused on goals and dreams and goal setting. So you can, when you go to the back of the journal, it has a list, or you also can go to shereajean.com Purpose playlist, and you'll be able to stream it live from my website from Spotify. So when you're working on your journal and it's a Saturday or whatever day you choose, just go ahead and click on that link, and then the music will automatically play for you. And it's just something to get you going. And then you want to create your own motivational soundtrack. music that keeps you in the mood for setting your goals. So that was just like a brief introduction to the journal. Now I'm going to go back to the beginning a little bit. In the beginning, you'll see original poetry written by me, New Year, saying me. And then you got this. The table of contents, you have a personal story for me. You have my personal goal setting journey, how to use the journal. I give you my 7 steps to reaching your goals. There's a before the goal section, which is, sometimes before we set goals for ourselves, I highly recommend us forgiving ourselves for the goals that we didn't accomplish, giving yourself an opportunity to brag on things that you have accomplished that boosts up your confidence, discovering who you are, making sure if you need to take any career assessments or personality assessments or spiritual goal assessments, creating your mission statement, getting your word of the year, getting your theme song. Every year I pick a theme song. This year it's between 3. So once I get that, I'll let you guys know what it is. Then there's a let's get it started section. So you'll go through your monthly goal setting. January's health and fitness, February relationships, March finance goals, April home goals, May self-care, June fun and recreational goals, July personal development goals, August career and business goals, September family goals, October spiritual goals, November travel, and December giving goals. And then there's this opportunity for you to celebrate, which is usually the end of the year, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, where you're celebrating your accomplishments. If you are just now joining us, I cannot see any of your comments. If you have comments, you want to go to Sherea Bejan page on Facebook, and that way I'll be able to see your comments, because I know it's streaming from a couple of places, so I apologize. There's, we talked about this a little bit earlier, the resource guide. It has my tips, over 50 tips. It has sample goals. It has sample routines to use as a guide. It has a recommended reading list for goal setters and achievers, motivational quotes. It has a suggested soundtrack. And then this is just a sample of the front part of the book, my goal setting journey and how to use the journal. The 7 steps to reaching your goals, which is to write your goals down, to create balance, to research them, to act by creating routines, and then to celebrate your accomplishments. We talked about this earlier. This is just, January, focusing on our health and fitness, February, our relationship goals, March, finance. So this is how the journal is set up. So I'm just going to skip through that, since we already talked about it. And this is, again, the 7-step method, which is to write, balance, research, affirm, visualize, act, and celebrate. And then this is how the journal is organized. You have your summary. Each month there's a summary of that particular goal. Then there are quotes based on that particular goal category. And then there's a space for you to write out your goal, write out your physical goal, why that goal is important, what obstacle that could keep me from reaching this goal, and be honest in that. A lot of people, I don't have any obstacles, nothing's in my way. Think about, there's an obstacle usually always. And the more honest you are about that, the better you'll have when you get ready to achieve this goal and that obstacle happens, because now you're going to start thinking about, when this happens, what am I going to do? One skill that I can learn that will help me reach this goal, and then additional goals. So on this page, you're just going to focus on that number 1 health and fitness goal that you have. You should have many, that's when we talk about balancing, like balancing out. Okay, I don't want to go through the whole thing because we're going to do that next week, but this is just a section where you write. And then you're going to research, you're going to write who your team is, what books and magazines you need to read, what podcasts you can listen to, what websites can you visit, or Facebook pages that you can follow, or maybe on Twitter, getting those notifications if it's an organization or a business that can help you reach that goal, then you want to follow them. Your goal might be to lose weight. or your goal might be, you might be over 60, you might be over 50, and you might be having some hormonal situations. So now you're reading books on hormones. So your health and physical goals, health and fitness goals might be different at 20 than someone at 60, or someone who's a diabetic, or someone who is dealing, and if you live in another state as opposed to California, it's sunny, you might be living in Detroit where it's kind of foggy. You might have some different physical, health and fitness goals, sorry. Affirmations, writing down your affirmations, and then visualizing, putting a picture of yourself up and cutting that out and putting that inside your journal as a reminder of where it is you want to be. And then you have a space to put your routines, and then celebrating. And there's a place to write your notes, your success notes, and your random thoughts. And you can also put notes here. Maybe you read a book and they mentioned another book. You can put that here. Maybe you found out about some supplements, or you found out about just your success notes, or notes that people have talked to you about that relate to your goals. You can put those here in the back of your journal so you can go back and visit them. All right. And then helpful tips. These are just some 3 quick tips when you are reaching your goals, or setting your goals, or writing your goals down for the first time. Get your family to join you. I know things have changed a lot with my family, the family dynamic, but earlier growing up, we did our goals together. Our family walked together. So a lot of our goals that we set our family goals first, and we tried to center those things around us. So when I went walking, we all went walking. My husband went to the gym, we all went to the gym. And so if you can get your family to join you in setting your goals, or talk about your goals together as a family, and figure out which ones you can do together, it makes life easy. If someone's trying to be a vegan, if you can get the rest of the family to join you, good luck on that. If you can get the rest of the family to go in on you, it'll be a lot easier, and you guys can come together, and it'll make life wonderful, especially for the cook. Find or start a group. Find a group that's working on the goal that you want to work on. Maybe there's a fitness group, maybe there's a relationship group, maybe there's a travel group. There's a lot of groups on Facebook. There's a lot of groups on Meetup. And if there's not a group that's focused on your particular goal, then start a group, and then ask people, hey, do you have this goal? Let's hook up, let's meet up, let's go every Wednesday together. The third one is find a specific day or days and time to work on your journal. So maybe it's every Monday, maybe it's every Friday, maybe it's Monday through Friday from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. You can get up an extra hour early, or go to bed an extra hour late. And just make sure you find a specific time to actually go through it. So next week, December 4th, 6:30 p.m. PST, I'm going to be going inside the journal. We kind of did a brief overview today, but I'll be going in depth, and you can register at insidethejournal.com. Put in your receipt number from the journal you purchased, and we'll go through it together. And if you have questions at that time, whether it's regarding the book or your personal goals, then I will be there to answer those questions. So that's going to be next Sunday at 6:30 p.m. You can order your 2023 Goals Journal at goalsjournal.net. Again, you also can order it at amazon.com, and I will put the link there for you. It is available in paperback. It's available in spiral. It's also available in digital. So I have the dynamic digital duo, where you get the 2023 Goals Journal and the 2023 Weekly Planner. You can also get what I call the triple threat digital goal pack that comes with a 2023 planner, that comes with your 2023 goals journal, and it comes with your 2023 business marketing calendar. So for those of you who have a business and you forget that it's National Donut Day, or you forgot that it was National Sibling Month or something like that, I have this is a perfect business marketing calendar for you. It comes with a lot of bonuses and extras to help you stay focused on the year. If you are watching this tonight, and if you are watching by replay, enter code BOOKLAUNCH 2023 to receive 10% off of your journal. that will probably go on until the end of, what's today? Sunday, until the end of the month. So enter book launch 2023 to receive 10% off. All right, and if you're interested in any courses, I will be starting up the workshop Wednesdays again on the first and third Wednesday. Just go to goalsettersclub.net and see what courses are available, what courses are coming up. There's courses on demand that you can take. There's vision board courses. There's courses on essential oils. So go ahead and visit goalsettersclub.net. And then you can follow us on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can follow me, Sherea Vejan, or you can follow the Goal Setters Club at Goal Setters Club. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us today for our book launch. Again, if you are asking me a question, we are now streaming on about 4 different platforms. I can only see your comments on the Sherea Vejan page. So please leave a comment on the video on that page, or if you had a question, and then I can come back to that question after the broadcast today. All right. Thank you very much. I am going to unshare my screen. Right. All right, you guys have a good night, and I will see you when I see you.